gang, I'm back with another video. I say I'm back with another video. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Yes, I said subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. It's free. Do it for me. What up, gang? I'm back with another video. Let's get straight into it. But before I get into it, make sure y'all hit that like button. When you hit that like button, help my video and channel grow. I'm gonna give y'all time to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 90K and I need y'all help. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get into it. Now, for the people that don't know, BlueFace was in an altercation at a strip club in Vegas where he got into a fight inside the strip club. He waited for the guy to come out, but the guy went out through another exit, drove around, pulled up on the side of BlueFace. BlueFace shot inside this guy's vehicle, grazing his hand. Now, since then, this guy have been suing BlueFace, and he also pressed charges. BlueFace pled guilty to this case. Now, today, BlueFace was sentenced for the shooting at a strip club in Vegas. He got probation, and the victim is upset. The victim said it's people that get more time for stealing than BlueFace got for shooting him. And the victim say it's because BlueFace got money and he's a rapper. That's why he getting a slap on the wrist. Y'all check it out, man. Salute to Law and Crime for reporting this story. But y'all check out BlueFace in court. Check out the judge. Check out the victim. And y'all get in the comments and tell me what you think about this situation. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. It's free. Do it for me.
Good morning, Your Honor. So the court has properly reiterated the terms of the negotiation. I think since Mr. Ports went into some of the detail, I think it's important for the court to have some context and understand why this negotiation is the way it is. While it is certainly true that Mr. Traylor was involved in a fight with people at the strip club, Mr. Porter was not involved in that fight. And what happened later was Mr. Traylor went to his vehicle and then drove very slowly up to a group of people who he felt had aggrieved him in the fight and rolled down his window and displayed a firearm, causing other people to jump back. And then he sped into a group of people, ended up hitting a woman and hitting other cars, and then took off. And that's at the moment when the conduct from our client occurs. So while I'm not here to minimize it in any way, it's dangerous, there is no doubt, but there is a lot from Mr. Traylor that led up to this. And I think the court should also be aware Mr. Traylor is suing Mr. Porter, the nightclub. The nightclub is being sued by the woman who got hit by Mr. Traylor. I mean, there is a lot of moving parts here. But then Mr. Traylor met up with friends over at Town Center in a parking lot, didn't call the police. He was in his employer's work truck, and he must have realized the next day that he needed to explain why he got into an accident and hit these other cars in his employer's work truck, and only then did he decide to make a police report. And he did have some kind of a graze wound on his hand. Again, no one here to minimize that. I think the court needs to understand that there's a dynamic here. I think because of the civil litigation, Mr. Porter's probably going to opt not to address the court, but I'll let him decide that. The negotiation is reasonable given the circumstances of this case. The other incident that Mr. Ports references has to do with taking a cell phone from a woman, and that is who was filming him, and the woman was actually punched by a female colleague of Mr. Porter's. But again, not trying to minimize. You know, we didn't come in here to minimize. We came in here to say that the negotiation is reasonable and the court should follow it. He does live in California and will be seeking interstate compact transfer under the interstate compact agreement. We believe that an underlying sentence of 12 to 36 months is appropriate versus the state's position of 4 to 10. There is no restitution request in this case. I noted from the probation report, and I assume that's because Mr. Traylor is going to pursue his remedies in some civil suit. And it does appear that Mr. Porter has credit time served for 22 days by my read of the probation report. So we would ask that the court, I don't think that there's any opposition to the order out. I thought that the strip corridor ended at Sahara.
I did too, and that's why I was curious to see if there was a separate order related, because I think what the focus is if he's going to be interstate compacting, obviously,
Right.
Limited issue there, but if he's going to be here, the request being made that to the extent casinos and sort of those environments might be not appropriate during the probation.
Right.
I understand the ask, I just wanted to see how it covered it. And they know that they've changed it somewhat recently, and I don't have a copy of it here. That's why
If you wanted to include it to strip corridor to the 95, that's fine. I think you could just say it that way. I just don't think that the traditional order out region covers downtown.
But he's not otherwise seeking to not have the order out or be employed in those areas or anything like that.
We're not opposing it. He doesn't live here, and it's fine, and that's fine.
Mr. Porter, is there anything that you would like to say on your own behalf today? I appreciate that you have the other matter pending, but it's up to you entirely. This is your opportunity to say something, but there's certainly no obligation. Okay. Mr. Porter's going to decline to speak on his own behalf today.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I forgot. Ms. Wildeveld is reminding me. There's one thing in the PSI that's not accurate.
Okay.
In the criminal history, it shows that there's a restraining order. That was dismissed.
Which page are we looking? 3 or 4?
Yeah, I think page 4. It's
At the bottom of page.
It's at the very bottom, supplemental information. That restraining order was dismissed in August.
All right, it looks like it just had, when they found that the original expiration term, they were not aware that it had been dismissed.
Right,
I did not
yeah.
rely on that in any way for today's purposes.
Okay.
Primarily focusing on the prior history and candor, the weapon history, but we'll make that note for the record here today, that although there apparently was a protective order, that it's not currently operative.
Okay, great, thank you.
It's time now to hear from Mr. Traylor. Are you ready to come up, sir? Do you want to be at council table or at the podium? Okay, come on up. Before you do your testimony, the clerk will speak. Swear you in before you speak.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Please state your full name, spelling your first and last name for the record.
Kentavious Traylor, KentaB as in boy, IUS, last name Traylor, TRAYLOR.
And Mr. Traylor, what is your testimony today for the court?
So first of all, I just want to start by saying thank you, Judge. I'm just completely disappointed in this complete process, actually. From the DA to his representation to him to everything. It's just all been a complete drop of the ball on my end. I have complete lost faith in the justice system. This crime has done nothing but take a toll on my life since the day it happened. I haven't been able to get work. Everything has gone down the drain. I just feel like this has not been done on my case. I mean, this hasn't been done on my behalf. I know people who get more time for stealing bubble gum, honestly. I know people who do more time for stealing TVs than they do for shooting somebody. I'm just completely disappointed in all of this. Yeah, I hate the way my name was ridiculed in the social media before I could even find out about it. Like I said, just this complete process has been a complete drop of the ball. Yeah, that's all I got to say about it. It's a complete drop of the ball, and that's it. It is what it is.
And Mr. Trailer, I really appreciate you expressing the frustrations that you have, and I know that the outcome here today won't change that because what the negotiation is has a certain range of sentence and a certain
Yeah, but
aspect to it.
even that, like I said, I feel like those terms and conditions, I know myself included, would have more than that for domestic violence, for this or that. He has this going over multiple states, multiple this, multiple that. You guys are arguing semantics on can he come here to make money, and so he doesn't deserve to be here. He doesn't deserve to be out and walking around. He doesn't deserve any of that, honestly. But because he has a little bit of money and a little bit of a name, you guys are gonna give him that, and that's okay. But just at the end of the day, like I said, I just want to say my piece, and like I said, I'm completely disappointed in all of this.
Understood. Mr. Trailer, and I'm not trying to convince you anything otherwise, and I'm not having a dialogue with you here. I'm just trying to give you the wrap up here that we are going to conclude this case. It sounds like you have another process pending. So
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with how I feel about this in general.
Again,
Yeah.
not a dialogue.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
sharing some information with you, okay? I understand that. I'm not trying to convince you of anything different. I'm trying to tell you that we're going to complete this process here today.
Yeah.
To the extent that it closes out this process, good or bad, obviously bad from your perspective, it will close it out. And I hope that you'll use the other process to find whatever relief it is that you are seeking, not meaning whatever I presuppose any outcome there, but just that there is another avenue. And
Yeah.
the court is going to act within the parameters of what it has here and bring this matter to a close. But I can assure you, I'm not giving anybody any breaks because of any status they have or money they have. I'm working within a system and within a negotiation, and I trust my counsel to make negotiations for reasons, and I appreciate that that's not going to sit well with you. I just thank you for your time here today and letting us know how you feel about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because that's important.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. You may
Appreciate
take your seat if you wish to stay. At this time, the court will proceed with the sentencing of Mr. Porter. And as per negotiations, we will go ahead. I'm going to give an opportunity of probation to Mr. Porter. Same discussion with you, Mr. Porter, that I had with another gentleman this morning. You are here and doing probation here unless and until you are affirmatively approved, meaning given actual permission by the Parole Probation Department to travel out of state, whether it be a travel pass initially or your interstate compact, but you will have to be here doing your probation. And I'm going to go through the terms and conditions and your underlying sentence and all the specifics. And I want to emphasize something here before I even get to that point. I don't typically go through the standard conditions of probation one by one because I don't feel it's necessary. I note that they're applicable and then figure when you go through your orientation process and all that. Someone who has some prior history may be familiar already with some of those things. But the main point that I have for you here is the weapons, is the guns. You know you cannot have guns. There's no confusion on that point. And if you choose to roll with guns, then that's your choice. But I will tell you, if you get caught doing that, you get brought back here on any kind of probation violation, especially anything involving weapon, I will not hesitate to put you in prison for a significant period of time. You are playing with your liberty, your life, obviously, but you're playing with your liberty if you're going to have guns and do anything that's going to violate your probation in that regard. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want there to be any confusion. I hear people who say things about, I didn't realize I couldn't, do this or that or have pictures with them or whatever. No, 0 guns around you where you are of any kind. And that needs to be quite clear. Somebody just handed me the order out, and it looks like Sahara to Russell does not cover downtown. So I'm going to account for that. So I'm going to adjudicate Mr. Porter this time guilty of discharge firearm at or into occupied structure via aircraft or watercraft. His underlying sentence will be a minimum of 24, maximum of 60 months in Nevada Department of Corrections, suspended with probation not to exceed 36 months. He will have to pay the $25 return assessment fee, $3 DNA question fee, $150 DNA analysis fee. As we noted, no restitution being requested. We do have, I'm not going to impose a fine. I do have the standard conditions of probation, as I noted, including any weapon requirements applicable. Special conditions will include, and we'll just start there because that was the discussion, that he is ordered to stay out of the strip corridor. And he's also ordered to stay out of any gaming facility, institutions, or what would be indicated as the downtown corridor, the equivalent of the strip corridor. So effectively, and again, until he interstate compacts, he can only be in those areas if he has work application or some other legitimate basis to be there, not as a pastime, as a just killing time in areas in any way, shape, or form. And so the order out is for the strip corridor and the downtown corridor. We will also require him to have no contact whatsoever with Mr. Traylor or his family. I appreciate that it sounds like others are having contact. I'm not going to say on your behalf, but directly, I mean, you're directing it, but clearly that's happening. To the extent that there can be any effort to ensure that Mr. Traylor is not being harassed for this situation or having contact, so be it. But your obligation is no contact that you initiate or that you initiate through anyone else by any means or medium of any kind. We want you to understand that I think impulse control counseling would benefit here as well to make better choices in the future in these circumstances. No use, possession, or control of alcohol or drugs, that includes marijuana. I take that very seriously for all probationers, so we have compliant probation. I want you to have structure to your probation, so full-time employment is required. Comply with any curfew that may be imposed. Report within 48 hours, so no later than Wednesday, to the probation department to get started on the process. Do not take for granted that you need to be doing all of these things and that somehow someone's going to look the other way on that. You need to report, you need to be compliant at all times. And in addition to the standard search clauses, I have one special search clause that any digital storage media that you have access to or use, including computers, handheld communication devices, network applications associated with devices, social media, remote search services are all subject to search. You must provide all passwords, unlock codes, and account information associated with those items with or without a search warrant at the request of Division of Parole and Probation or its agents. As to the count 2 adjudication, that is the battery misdemeanor, also as magistrate, give you credit for time served, so your probation is only moving forward on the 1 count. But you do have a significant sentence hanging over your head. It's not the max the state asked for, but it is still significant. I'm not undermining any of your prior history. I'm looking at this case and the circumstances as I understand them, but I do want to be clear that, again, I will not hesitate for you to spend a significant amount of time in prison in the state of Nevada if you do not comply with this probation in all respects and you do not stay away from those weapons and any of that comes to light for us, all right? I think the other counts were already dismissed out of the negotiation, but to the extent counts 1 and 3 have not been dismissed, I believe those should be dismissed today.
Yep.
And then if there were any other counts found over prior to that, those would also be dismissed today. Is there anything that we did not cover?
I don't think so, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
I had a bond. I mean,
Oh, yes.
Bond. So yeah, didn't forget
Yes.
that. Thank you for the court catching that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Nice seeing you.
I have next up the Hughes matter on page 13. So for revocation consideration.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jack, you can.
Promo alert, promo alert, promo alert. Today is The Chill Show. Make sure you go follow him on Instagram, subscribe to his YouTube channel, hit that like button, comment, and let him know I sent you. Hey, like I told y'all before, he a part of the team. And we trying to get him monetized. And I need y'all help. If y'all support me, support him and get his subscribers up, man. I'm finna show y'all a clip of the type of content he do. Check it out. And his link will be in the comment section. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. The Chill Show.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Chill, and we back at it again at the Chill Show. This it's that boy Blue Da Vinci, who J-Bo was talking about. This his side of the story. Even though I don't give a fuck, I'm still rolling with J-Bo. But this nigga side of the story. Because I feel like this right here, right? Why Big Meat Chain reached out to 50 Cent and tell him, nah, this nigga ain't snitch. Why he ain't reached out to his son? He talk to his son all the time. Why the motherfucker, why they ain't cleared your name up yet, bro? It's the Chill Show, baby.
Job, I'm not the boss.
Blue, what you say? Everybody couldn't go to the White House.
No. I was there.
Yeah.
I lived downstairs. I had a little AW 4416.
Glad till you went to the White House, nigga.
Vlad was my man too. Then he let Salsa get on there and do that sucker shit, and then consult with me. He should have consulted with me before he allowed that sucker to do some sucker. I could at least said, "Yo, Vlad, before you let this sucker get on your, let me show you the paperwork that he trying to say. This is the paperwork. This is the person who said it. So it's crazy. He's a little demented. So before I'm your man. I've been knowing Vlad since I was like 15 years old, nigga. I've been knowing Vlad since from Brascast, my cousin. Before all this BMF and all, I've been knowing Vlad since I was a kid. So then that gonna try after he let do that, he tried to reach out to me. Yo, you want to suck my?
He talking about the older guy that came on Vlad on my last video, the bald head guy with the shades on, the one that was saying Blue a snitch, and that his lawyer had wrote the book and shit, and by him cooperating and shit.
Look down right there to the bottom left and hit that like button for me. Hit that like button right there. I appreciate it. I continue watching. Promo alert, promo alert, promo alert. Today is your boy Mounts, man. Make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Hit that like button, comment, and let him know I sent you. Hey, check out one of his latest hits. Manifest Destiny. Hey, you trying to manifest where you trying to go? You trying to manifest and accomplish your goals? You trying to manifest and get what you want? Y'all better play this song. Manifest Destiny by your boy Mounts. Check it out.
Don't still no moves, don't still no moves, don't still no moves. Now watch me manifest this thing like song. We gon' go from no shows to sold out shows. We ain't had no fighting chance, now it's blow for blow. Got no time to play, everything on go. Now watch me manifest this thing like song.
Certified stepper, I'm the leader of this ape shit.
Promo alert. Listen, if you guys want promo, DM me on Instagram at Music101CEO. Music101CEO. I'm doing $20 promo. For $20, you will get one video promoted on my YouTube channel. For $40, I will promote 3 videos for you on my YouTube channel. $60, I'll promote 6 videos for you on my YouTube channel. And $120, I will promote 12 videos for you on my YouTube channel. You need YouTube promo? You trying to get your business up? You trying to run your numbers up? Hit me up at Music101 CEO. Hey, you don't want to miss it. The results is great.